You might be wondering, Blooming, what happened to Daycraft? Are you gonna still play on the single player world? What are you gonna do? What's the plans for the future? Recently I've been playing on a server called LPMT. I've been enjoying it, and I've wanted to create videos about it, but it never got to where I wanted to be. So I couldn't take you guys on the journey of me creating the courthouse, creating one of my most popular mini games I've ever made. I really enjoyed it, from creating copper golem statues everywhere and just doing all fun stuff. So you might be. So what you gonna do, Blooming? What's the plans? Are you still create videos on Minecraft things? Yes, I am. And today marks the first video I'm ever gonna create on LPMT. I have tried creating videos on LPMT before, it didn't work out. Why? I don't know. As you can see, I'm gonna take you guys for a tour on what I've been doing and every event and mishaps that has occurred. So let's go to where it all started. At the starter base. Here she is. It's not the day one build. I was very on off playing on LPMT. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. But I ended up making a little cave starter base, and it didn't end up looking like this. It ended up looking like had chests here and chests here, because I didn't want to have a big base. I wanted to live in a chest room, and now it kind of is my gas storage area, if you want to call it that. So was the starter base, and I've decided, you know what? I want to do bigger projects and I want to commit to LPMT. So I just decided, like, I should most likely just start making my portal so I can have a big base. And there, the court was born. I went to one of the members' places on the server, and their bases kind of inspired me to make a main street. And the first building we done was this build. This was our courtroom. And of course, it needed to be functional. And I decided, why don't the entrance be where we put all of our trinkets and things we get from events? So I've made this little trinkety area. It's really great. I love it. So we can just continue to add things. So I was like, the code's kind of getting boring. I want to do more things. And the first building that popped up was this crafter building. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is one of my proudest video game. I'm saying video game, mini game I've ever created in Minecraft. Here we are. Craftal. What is Craftal? Craftal is a minigame created by me, inspired by the minigame on the website called Minecraftal. So what essentially happens is you get a random recipe every week, and you must guess. You put all your items in a dropper and also into an item frame like that. And whenever you guess, you press this button, you might hear a sound depending on if it's right or wrong. And up there is your indication of how many lives you have. So this is a little silly mini game I made. Everyone had fun, I had fun, and I kind of started giving up on it because I started getting new ideas. So I wanted to build, and the bank popped up. I wanted to build a bank, and then my wool farm build over here popped up. And I kind of built this before I built the build, and it all became off center, and it just turned into something I don't want anymore. So I decided, let me build another building for my sheep farms. And yet, I haven't done anything. Everything is still empty and soulless. That's mostly because I'm procrastinating all the time on the server. So, I wanted to make a copper golem storage system, and I built I think I called Fred. I built Fred here, and Fred was the that hasn't served its purpose. And then I decided, I need to go to the Nether, and I built this building here for the Nether portal. And when I got bored, I decided, I saw Django's game called Tangler, and I want to create something similar. We had this game is called Feed the Pumpkin. So if you've seen Tangler and you've seen the last level or the second last level, you'll notice what this is. Of course, this is parkour, and items will drop from the ceiling, and you must feed it pumpkins. We had a lot of fun playing this, Again, hype lost very quickly. So I've been working on minigames and things. It's all fun. And I've decided, you know what? I don't want to live here anymore. I want to live underground. So I took the first steps of moving my storage system underground over here. So this is our storage system inspired by a Zuma storage system. A copper golem sort the items on the chest up top, and it all gets collected at the bottom. Which is basically it. And I've created this thing to let copper golem sort my stuff. And yeah, it didn't work out as intended. Hey, look at that. The loaded has turned to a statue. No wonder things have been slow. So, I just decided to build this and add like a little bit so we can extend this and possibly turn this into a labyrinth. And then it ended up, I've been using a lot of copper. I need to be able to wax it. So I kind of like made this little bee farm. It creates us honey. And it creates this honeycomb, which is right over here. In these chests over here. Oh, some copper. Hello. And then, I decided, I need more redstone bits, and I need emeralds and glowstone and all those things. And I've decided, you know what? I am in need of a raid farm. So I decided on building a raid farm over here, which is kind of broken. I have no clue what's going on. Why I keep getting no raid spawns, but it produced redstone, glowstone, everything we need up until gunpowder. So this is the farms and things I created. Is not a lot. And let's head back, because there's a few things I should show. I wanted to create a community project. I wanted a bunch of people to hang out and build and do things with each other around here. And I've decided, I want to host a Blood on the Clock Tower event or Mafia event, but I need to fill in each of these squares. So I've been tasking people to help me construct buildings and things there, but that kind of went to waste and people got carried away with their own things. And, and I've just decided, I'm going to take matters in my own hands. We've got stream weekends and things planned soon. So I'll most likely just do stuff on stream, like pop up a builder stream or something like that. So, we can still play the game while there's no city, but we need the full immersion, We need the full immersion. And if you're wondering where it is, it's just over yonder of my base. And then, I kept having to go back and fly in to the iron farm, the public iron farms. Like, decided, I'll just create my own iron farm. And it's been doing great. My storage system's just under here. This thing's always loaded, so we do get a lot of iron. And like I said, I don't want to live here anymore. It's too much work to build this city and things. I still want to complete it though. But then I decided I want to cover this up with a mountain. So it's not an eyesore when people just come here. It's an eyesore. it's awful and things. I don't want that to happen. So while I live underground, I'm also gonna live under a mountain, which means I can just moss everything up so mobs don't spawn, and just have machines and things inside at the back, and no one will see but me. So this is about the tour for my little base in LPM. Of course, I've done little projects here and there, which we'll take a look in a second. But if you can see, there's like small little farms and things. Every month we get a new statin tab to grind, and every month I decide, ooh, I broke it. Every month I get to decide, what do I want to create to help me max out the stats. Like I've created a mud maker here to max out mud's mind. This is for snow layers, and that's for breaking shulker boxes, and this is basically what we've done. And so I've decided, there's one wing left in the courthouse. Let's just make it look like a courthouse. And we have like a little Azuma here. Hey, buddy. Little Azuma here, taking care of the court. I might want to host events in this court at some point, but it's absolutely adorable. I love this. So let's go take a look at things I have done around the server over here. And you might ask, Blooming, what is this? This is a pumpkin with a witch hat. Now, for Halloween, I've decided I want to hide candy around the server for everyone to find, but I also wanted people to know where all the public farms are. So I've kind of made a little hunt for candies all around the server, starting over here. The other thing I've built, I don't know if you can see, it pokes its low antenna above the trees. So if you follow this pathway down, you might see someone named by chat called Baron. I have no idea why chat called him Baron, but this is Baron. This is the adoption center for people to come and adopt toys. And the toys they adopt is little copper golems with a bunch of random names. And there's one more thing I haven't yet shown you guys, because, maybe it's a spoiler, but I don't think it should be a spoiler. But if we go into the advent calendar thing, over here in my space, I have decorated this little thing very snowbimey, and have a little copper guy just walking around and picking up presents and bringing him over to the other side. Look at that. Oh, he's so adorable. He's so cute. If you look at him, put the chest. Aww. Cheers. This shop I designed is one of 3 shops I designed, and it got built on the server. Currently, this is my shop, and I need to do the interior. I've yet to do, as you can see, none of my builds have interior. This is a beautiful shop. I love the shop, and we're most likely going to do the interior once, 1, we have our ender chest set up, and 2, we can do it on stream. So let's go take a gander on how big the shop is and what we could do. This is the entrance to the shop, but you can see there's one of 2 entrances. The one is like on the main path here, and the other one is from over here. This is the first floor with some display windows, and if you go up, it's just like slightly bigger floor with an extra little bits and bobs. I've moved some of my stuff in, which I doubt will get any sales because I haven't been adding serious prices to the things. And then we have the top floor, which is way more than enough space we're gonna ever need to sell things. As you can see, there's outside, there's some 2 stalls people can claim to just like come and have residence here. And that's basically everything I've basically built on LPMT. It doesn't look like a lot, it took a lot of time to do certain things, especially making video games. I keep calling video games the mini games, especially making video games and all those things. And I'm currently working on another thing Spooky has helped me with the mods on LPMT, and it's going to be a fun game. I can't wait to show you guys, because there's going to be more videos on LPMT. We're no longer going to do Minecraft videos. I know, sad. But you know, I can't split my attention to worlds. It's the hardest thing to do. So, I hope you do enjoy the touring of my base and everything I've done. And I hope to see you in the first official episode of LPMT.